Hey guys, my name is Connor from Affinity Collective Tech. If you're going to college come next fall, then congratulations, you made it. 12 long years of homework, stupid drama, stress, annoying teachers, and that gosh awful cafeteria food. If you're a computer enthusiast or a gamer, then I'm sure one thing that's been in your mind is, what laptop should I buy? When purchasing a laptop for any reason, you need to first identify what you'll be using it for. If you want to scroll through Facebook and watch cat videos on YouTube, you're going to need different hardware than someone who wants to render 3D models on AutoCAD. If you're a computer enthusiast or gamer, then here's the deal. You most likely already have a $1,000 or better beast of a machine sitting in your room. This means you don't need a super powerful laptop. With as much computational power as you already have, it doesn't really make sense to buy another slightly less powerful computer that has the utility of being portable. And that said, they're usually clunky anyway. There's the key word, utility. If you already have a beefy desktop with dual monitors sitting in your dorm, the best thing you can do for yourself is to get a laptop, or in this case, a tablet. The Surface Pro 4 has more utility than any laptop on the market. There are the obvious things. It is a tablet, but you can also attach a slick keyboard, and just like that, it's now a laptop. It has a built-in kickstand that helps you have a fantastic viewing angle no matter the position. It has an amazing 12.3-inch touchscreen display with 2736 by 1824 resolution that sports a 267 pixel per inch, giving it very sharp pixel quality. Microsoft's PixelSense technology creates extremely rich colors. However, the screen does get pretty dirty and often requires the occasional wipe down. This gets worse if you're using your fingers for the touchscreen instead of the stylus, because it definitely picks up fingerprints. As for hardware goes, you can buy the Surface Pro 4 in several configurations, with Intel's Core i5, i7, or the weaker Core M3. You can also opt for 128, 256, or 512 GB of SSD storage, and as far as RAM goes, you have 4, 8, and 16 GB variants to choose from. I purchased the Core i5 with 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but my fancy desktop does all the hard work. This is meant for utility. So what can you do with it? I bought it for college, so I plan on taking notes with it. The included stylus has 1024 functioning touch levels and an eraser on the back end. The touch levels allow you to press harder and get a thicker line, or lighter to get a thinner line. This feature creates a more realistic writing and drawing experience, creating a fantastic canvas for graphic design, or if you're like JD, some great little doodles. You can also easily remove the tip of the pen and replace it for a different feel, or if you damage yours. The extra clips are not included in the price of the Surface. The provided tip is supposed to feel like a lead pencil on a piece of paper. However, it doesn't quite meet that standard. The resistance is great, and it doesn't feel like a piece of plastic on glass. It's actually enjoyable to write with. Paired with Microsoft's OneDrive, you can easily open up a notebook by clicking on the pen once. You can also set macros for a double click and a hold click in Windows 10. Another neat feature is a side button that can be pressed for an easy right click on your desktop. The kickstand is strong enough to stay up on its own even when you start writing with a stylus. You can comfortably place your Surface Pro on just about any surface. Obviously, it works best on a flat, even surface, but even on your thighs or a couch corner, it still works, just not quite as well. This is the variety of ports offered. This tablet has a USB 3.0 port, a micro SD card reader, and a mini display port. The USB port can be used for an external microphone, mouse, keyboard, or even an optical drive, among many other things. You can use the SD card slot in a traditional sense to rip pictures from your camera, or you can install a high-capacity SD card and use it as a semi-permanent storage for your OneDrive, apps, and more. Another nice feature is that if you're bunkered down for a while, you can connect the mini display port to an adapter and plug it into a second monitor or TV for a dual monitor setup. The charging cable was the thing I liked the most right out of the box, mostly because it was completely foreign to me. Using zero insertion force, the magnetic system on the Surface will hold onto your charging cable, and since the design runs parallel to the tablet, you can easily hold on to it while charging. One major flaw of the Surface Pro 4 is that Microsoft charges $130 for the detachable keyboard. This can push the Surface Pro 4 out of the budget range for many people. It seems inexcusable since seemingly every single advertisement and product shot include both the tablet and the keyboard. You simply will not enjoy the same experience on the Surface Pro 4 without this added purchase. Make sure you don't buy the keyboard with a fingerprint scanner. It costs an extra $30 and its only real-world application is the sign-in method. It's just not worth it. The whole thing weighs 1.73 pounds, which is incredibly light, and the guys and gals at Microsoft did a great job at distributing the weight across the tablet, making it feel even lighter. If you'd like to make your mom happy, video Skype call her every now and again with a 5 megapixel front-facing camera or the 8 megapixel rear-facing camera, both of which sport autofocus. Microsoft advertises up to 9 hours of video playback, however, upon testing I only managed to get 8.5 hours, still an impressive feat. The Surface Pro runs extremely quiet and cool, no noisy fans or singed thighs for this guy. The Surface Pro 4 also supports Bluetooth 4.0 and Wi-Fi 802.11 AC. I've spat off a lot of information in the last couple minutes, so let's get to the bottom of the question at hand. Is this the replacement for all laptops? In my opinion it is, especially if you already have a very powerful desktop. However, the utility the Surface Pro 4 provides won't necessarily fulfill everyone's needs. While it has more computational power than your old HP your dad insisted would be fine for college, it's no superhero. You can't really play games on it, and you won't be rendering videos either, but I can't see any circumstance where I wouldn't be able to walk the 10 minutes back to my dorm room to use my fancy desktop. If you have any questions about the Surface Pro 4, whether it be a usage question or a hardware inquiry, I'll be glad to help you out. While you're down there in the comments, drop us a like and consider supporting the channel by subscribing. As always, I'll see you guys next time.